Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Victimhood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope you all are doing better than fantastic. Sorry it's been a few days since uploading a video. But during these few days I've been thinking about something important. And that is learning about narcissism and how it affects your life journey. You see, there are some out there that might say that talking about narcissism in the form and manner we are talking about narcissism in will keep you stuck in the constant victim state, to where you can't push forward in your life. That looking at yourself as in a small way special is the reason for the narcissist targeting you and coming after you, is further narcissism on your part. And to a degree that might be true. However, to a large degree it's not. At least in my opinion. You see, what I've learned from growing up in a home with a narcissist parent and sibling, that narcissists love to take someone that has light about them, and someone that might be talented and mistreat them. Many of us can look back in our lives and look at the many talents and skills we had that were snuffed out by the hands of a narcissist parent or parents. Now, can some narcissist parents or parents push these talents to success for their own personal gain? Yes, they can. However, if you are like many of us, possibly you were really good at drawing, they might not have sabotaged your drawing, but they might have sabotaged other areas of your life so you weren't able to get through school properly to showcase your drawing. Narcissists work on your self-esteem and self-worth in a negative way. Now, do you have to have some sort of wonderful talent for a narcissist to come after you and target you? No, you don't. And in fact, a narcissist will go after a narcissist they might deem as less smart than they are, to use as a tool to get something they want, or to get narcissistic supply from if an empath isn't available. Now the question is, are learning these things somehow holding you back or making you a lifelong victim? Well, the answer is all in how you see your life and how you live your life. Now, to backtrack for one moment. One of the most common thing a narcissist will do when playing the long game is to make sure that whoever their target is will come out looking like the bad one and they the victim. Narcissists gain supply from not only the pain they cause others, but from feeling like they have outsmarted everyone into getting them to believe the lie they wanted them to believe. And that lie is that the target of the narcissist is somehow the bad one, and they, the narcissist, is the victim of this situation. And the narcissist also gets narcissistic supply from telling their fake and lie story, with half-truths and omissions everywhere, to those that will make them feel like a victim. Now, how does that differ from you? Well, first off, I don't believe walking up to people even though you might be somewhat close with and telling them this stuff to be a good idea. Oftentimes it's too much for them to process, and telling most people this stuff backfires badly. However, if you do have one good friend that you've known for a long time, it might, and I stress the word might, it might be okay to share with this person your story, providing the situation is correct and right for doing so. Meaning you just aren't doing it just to do it. Meaning you just aren't offloading your mess onto them. However, you might be offering some understanding as to why you never brought this person around your mother or father or your brother or sister, or as to why you live in a different state from your family and why you rarely if ever go home to visit. And even then, telling people such information can be iffy. You really need to be careful who and what you tell to people with in regards to personal details about your life, especially with in regards to you coming from a narcissistic family and all of the ups and downs in life that you have faced. But what about here? What about in this format? Such as making a video and uploading for the entire world. Now again, It all depends on how someone chooses to live their life. Look. I've watched others' videos and seeing and hearing that others went through what I went through actually helped me push harder and better in my life. I started to understand something. We live in a world where the narcissist has a perfect system set up. If you, the person that was targeted by the narcissist, dare speak up, you will be painted as the bad one at worst. At best a crybaby. So what, your ex took your life savings and your house? Grow up and go make some more money. And move on. Or do you think you were the only one with a bad mother or father? Or a terrible sibling? Grow up. No one wants to hear your problems. And it's this very thing that allows the narcissist to continue to do what they do. Because most people are too afraid of being mistreated if they dare speak up about the horrible things they went through. So we stay silent. And guess what happens, or at least happened to me? I had no point of reference to think deeply about what I went through. And when that happens, it's kind of like being lost. You see, I believe the Most High God gives us the information that we seek when the timing is right. And I'm thankful that I've had a chance to listen to the many stories of others that have gone through what I went through. Wow. You mean I'm not alone in this? You mean there are millions of others that are going through what I went through right now? I also realized that most narcissists are jealous and seek to ruin those that they see that have talents that they wish they had. I've seen people here that talk about their story. And many of them have a light that shines in their own special way. Now, does that make them perfect? No. No, not at all. There was a man's video I watched. I forget his name offhand. However, he talked briefly about being raised by his narcissist mother. And how it messed up his thinking as a young man. Meaning he was acting so weird and strange and off-putting that other people didn't want to be around him. And at the time he thought it was everyone else's problem and not his. Which is indeed a narcissistic trait. And as I've mentioned, we can carry these toxic traits with us we learned in our home of origin. However, through this man's self-discovery process, he figured this stuff out. And I remember coming to such conclusions about my own life. And things I still work through to this day. I will remember certain situations and things that happened in my life. And I would put my face in my hands and just think to myself, now I see why things didn't work out well for me in that life instance. Now this man that made this video, he wasn't the most well-spoken person. Just simple. But you could see a light there. A light of helpfulness and kindness. No. Not perfect. You see, though, we all like to have people say nice things about us. You and I have the capacity of doing a kind act or gesture because it's the right thing to do. The narcissist doesn't. You see, the narcissist studies us and they see, oh wait, this person isn't fake. They really mean it. When they see you get emotional about an injustice of some kind, they see it's for real and not fake like it is with them. And it's that which makes you special. Sure. I've seen some people that have lived horrible lives at the hands of a narcissist. And then I heard them speak. And I thought, my God, they have a beautiful and moving voice. Or I watched them draw. Or heard them sing or play the guitar. And I thought, wow. This person is so talented. Or maybe they can build a house extremely well. But on the other side of things, they might be plain, ordinary, and what the world considers as nothing special. And they indeed, from a believer's standpoint, would be considered a sinner. Because we all are. However, they still may possess that light. The light the narcissist can see that their emotions are real and they really mean it when they say they care about someone or something. Unlike the narcissist. And it's that very thing that makes you special in the narcissist's eyes. That's why they go after you and work on you night and day to ruin your life and make you become their primary narcissistic supply. Now, does us discussing all of this make you or me a lifelong victim? And does it make us delve into a narcissistic side of us? The answer I have to give is it all depends on you and how you choose to live your life. With that said, I think by and large this information allows you to have a chance to think. To think deeply about your life and understand what happened to you so you can help prevent it from happening again. Why? So you don't get ensnared in one narcissist's trap after the next. And so you can move forward and accomplish having a great life. So you can indeed push forward. Because narcissists can't stand boundaries. They don't want you to have a shield up. You hear all around you. Oh, you have too many shields up. How can you get to know someone? This is where you have and can develop a healthy balance. You can have great conversations with people without telling them your life story. You don't have to match stories either. Just because they told you something heavy and personal about themselves doesn't mean you must provide an equally juicy story about yourself. Because for one, you don't know if the story this person told you is true. No matter how believable it may sound. But even if it is true, what will this person do with your information once you've told it to them? This is why the Bible tells us to guard our hearts. Because not everyone has good intentions. And some people that have good intentions today might get manipulated tomorrow and might use the information you told them for something negative. Now, can narcissists target and manipulate those with so-called strong boundaries? Yes. You betcha. But the basic garden variety type might just move on and away from you to someone that doesn't have strong boundaries. Instead of spending tons of their time and energy. And getting little to no narcissistic supply from you. It's all in how you live your life, people. It's all in how you live your life. Looking at what happened to you doesn't make you a victim. Understanding where you are at today as a result of dealing with a narcissist doesn't make you a lifelong victim. You are just examining the facts. If your ex took your life savings and house, and you are now physically sick because of the stress. If someone says that you are just being a lifelong victim and to get over it, that is a person that likely hasn't walked a mile in your shoes. However, to a person that is going through such a situation, I will tell them, I too have had many horrible life difficulties. And I would share the stories like I do here to hopefully be an inspiration to this person to climb out of bed and to put on their shoes and try to make their life better. Step by step. Bit by bit. In a realistic and normal way of looking and seeing things. So when someone might say, well, you have this person talking about narcissism. And you have that person talking about narcissism. And there are now many in the narcissistic abuse community that are likely narcissists themselves. To that I say, they are probably right. Because narcissists will try to be a part of and take over anything they can. So they can control the narrative. However, does that take away from your story and your sharing? No. No, it doesn't. Because it's your sharing on platforms like this that not only help you think about your own life, but it helps a great many others as well. With that said, that's all I have for now. Please leave your thoughts below in the comment section. I would like to hear what you think. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.